Hi guys, I'm back. I was told by my lawyer, barrister, to keep a low profile till the verdict came out into the Ballymurphy inquest. So that's why I haven't made any videos. Things have happened. So it's encouraged me to make a video to establish that the Ballymurphy inquest, in my opinion, is nothing more than a kangaroo court. Are the IRA all liars? Many are terrorists or freedom fighters. I acknowledge that many consider themselves freedom fighters. But since the Troubles, many have died, and on their deathbed, they've made statements, and public statements to the press, which seem to be getting ignored. The fact that Dolores Price, Peter Rogers, Sean O'Gallaghan, Brendan Hughes, Evelyn Gilroy, P.J. Brown, Father Peter Ford, and last but not least, a member of the ruling executive IRA Council, Des Long, have all confirmed without a shadow of doubt that Gerry Adams was a member of the IRA. Freedom fighter or terrorist, depends how you see it. But I assure you, after meeting Gerry Adams, I know he was IRA also, because he was involved with the killing of Private Francis Bell, and also another victim, a Catholic victim, a woman with 10 kids, Jean McConville. Gerry Adams has got a lot to answer for, and nobody, the British police, MI5, nobody's going for him. He's protected. Why is he protected? We're putting IRA on trial, ex-servicemen on trial, but Gerry's protected. If you watch my videos, I put in detail about how I tried to get Gerry Adams arrested as he was part of the killing team of Private Francis Bell, who are caught in the act. Gerry Adams, to me, is the devil. How a man can make fun out of a soldier covered in blood and cerebral spinal fluid from an 18-year-old soldier and laugh and joke, thinking it was a big thing, a big joke. I mean, say, it takes one hell of a sick person to do that. And Gerry is not being put on trial for the killing. I was there, I'm a witness. All my patrol were witnesses that Gerry Adams and two of his henchmen were in an apartment not more than 75 meters away, overlooking the killing of Private Francis Bell. The police would not come out and do forensic. In the end, they ordered me to let him go. Gerry knew they were going to order me to let him go. That's why he was joking. He knew. So, who was pulling the strings with Gerry Adams? It had to be MI5. So, let's talk a little bit about MI5 and the SAS torture. To join the SAS, you have to submit the torture for 72 hours. You first of all starve for a week, and then you're interrogated, and it's pretty heavy stuff. Most people don't last 24 hours. Pilots and things like that have to last for 48 hours, but SAS and operatives such as SAS have to last for 72 hours. It's a combination of things that they use against you, putting a wet sandbag over your head, putting earphones on your ears and blasting in radio mush and stuff like that into your ears so They're depriving you of your senses. They put you in really uncomfortable positions for 6 hours at a stretch, drive you to your feet, and then shove pig swill down your throat to conform to the Geneva Convention. So that's basically how they torture soldiers. MI5, MI6 are a different breed of people. They're recruited at universities and offered like free scholarship and everything paid for and wages, and they have to join like groups within the university that like political groups, anarchist groups, Antifa, things like that. So they join these and inform, get information on everybody that's in these groups. So that's basically how they start. Many become reporters and editors. That's why you get a lot of reporters killed, because many of them are actually working for the governments. They feed the general public, treat them like mushrooms, feed them on shit, keep them in the dark about things that the governments are up to. So don't put anything past these people. They've got a team that can go into your house within minutes. They can put in microphones and video cameras. They can drill through walls and put in listening devices through ceilings, into bulbs. They've got every device going. So this is how they gather the information on you. They love pedophiles. A pedophile for these guys is a godsend. If they can get a picture of an MP or a terrorist sexually abusing a child, this is what they want. They want to use this to turn a terrorist or a member of parliament to be a do as I say or informant. And this is MI5, MI6. Sick bunch of bastards, as simple as that. But the government, most governments operate them. This is where they get the information. Now, Gerry Adams' family have a problem. There's pedophiles in the family. How did they manipulate Gerry Adams? Maybe one day, I don't think it'll be in our lifetime, but it might come out how they turned Gerry Adams into an MI5 informer and pulled the strings so he got rising up into the IRA, into the executive governing body of the IRA. At the Ballymurphy inquest, or Ballymurphy massacre, whichever you would like to call it, I didn't hide my identity. I give my evidence via Skype, just like I'm talking to you. And I could listen to them, they listen to me, ask me questions, and I give voluntarily. I didn't have to give evidence at the Ballymurphy inquest. I am out of their jurisdiction, which can be confirmed by, hold on, this group, Field Fisher. They contact me, asking me to give evidence at the Ballymurphy inquest. I've got nothing to hide. I told the truth, like I told the families. I will only tell the truth. I won't make up stories just so that they can make money out of the death of their loved ones. So you can put the link on at the top. The BBC can confirm that I was given information at the Ballymurphy inquest. Nobody went against the fact that I was ex-23rd Parachute Field Ambulance, 2nd Battalion of Parachute Regiment, and a member of the 22nd SCS Regiment. None of the lawyers or MOD stated anything against that. So I'm not Walter Mitty It's all confirmed by the MOD and the IRA and their lawyers. So I didn't hide my identity because I wrote a book, and I've got nothing to be ashamed of. I didn't murder anybody, and I was one of the main witnesses. Apparently, I gave a statement at the first Ballymurphy inquest, but that was total lies, and I'll get into that after the inquest gives its final results. The IRA called me a murderer, the MOD called me a liar. So I give my evidence, and nobody was on my side. Even my lawyer and barrister weren't allowed to attend, and stopped them trying to condemn me. But never mind. I've said my piece, and I'm very honest, as most of you know. Gerry Adams gave evidence, and his evidence was public. It's in the newspapers, so I can talk about Gerry Adams. He stated he was not a member of the IRA. So he's committed perjury at the Ballymurphy inquest. Now, who else has committed perjury? Most people in Ballymurphy, 99%, know who was in the IRA. Any soldier who served in Ballymurphy will tell you. When they come to try to kill a soldier, the streets are empty. The IRA run round, no hoods on, everybody knows them, and they tell everybody, we're going to blow some soldiers up or shoot a soldier. So all the people at Ballymurphy know who's in the IRA. And therefore, they all committed perjury. Because Gerry Adams was one of them. And everybody in that close-knit community know Gerry Adams was IRA. So the amount of perjury committed on this inquest is absolutely incredible. And if any soldiers prosecuted after this, I'm going to say it's got to be. We're selling out to keep the peace in Northern Ireland by sacrificing soldiers. It is absolutely unbelievable. So that's all I'll say at the moment, and I'll start another couple of videos soon. Okay, bye for now. Just food for thought. Would you imagine what would happen if MI5 had photographs of a priest having sex with a child? Could they then get that priest to tell them what was said in confession? Do you think MI5 would do that? What is your opinion?